Hello everybody, and welcome back to Nerdy Miniatures. And in today's video, we are painting the Warhammer figure of the month, a Tormentor from the Emperor's Children range. These figures can be picked up and built in store, which is what happened here, but we took it home to paint, so let's get into the video. Now let's start with this figure. The only colour that makes sense is the aptly named Emperor's Children, which is a vibrant pink shade. I swept it over most of the figure, as it is the main colour component I wanted to have. Now to darken up a little bit, behind all the armour I applied Abaddon Black, this broke up that vibrant pink and added some dimension. For the wing plate on the Tormentor's shoulder, as well as all the outer parts of the panels, I applied the colour Leadbelcher. I did this using a small brush. I also applied this to the helmet. Now for the detailed part. On one of the legs are various pointwork dots. So using that same silver shade and the smallest brush we own, I slowly and carefully applied the colour to each dot. This took some time, but I must say the outcome was well worth it. Now moving on to the mask / helmet. Coming from the mouth of the mask are various tubes and pipes. To fill this in, I applied a watered down coat of Abaddon Black to create a grey-black effect. Attached to the helmet is a pummel, as well as various tassels in places on the armour. For this, I decided to break up the pink theme and go in with Skarsnik Green, a pale green colour, which I swept over all of these tassels. Now it was time to paint this Tormentor's weapon and his jump pack. For this, I mixed the colours Emperor's Children and Ultramarines Blue to make a pale purple colour. I swept this over the weapon and the jump pack, building up in layers until I was satisfied. At this point in time, I decided this figure was looking a little bit too pink, so going back in with Abaddon Black, I applied the colour to the shoulder plates on the figure and painted any more pipes that the figure had. Using the colour Moot Green and a small brush, I filled in the eyes of the Tormentor's mask, along with some of the elements on the jump pack as well as his gun. I also dragged this in thin lines throughout the tassel attached to his head. In my opinion, I think this colour paired really well with the purple that I applied earlier. Off camera, I applied the colour Leadbelcher to the metal elements on this guy's jump pack before moving on to the finishing touches. Using the colour Fulgrim Pink and Moot Green, I applied it to the uppermost part of the jump pack. All the elements are now painted, but he was looking a little bit too clean, so it was time to add some grit. To do this, I picked up the colour Nuln Ouil and using a larger brush, I swept it over the entire figure, letting it sink into any folds, crevices or holes hidden within the armour. Now in a future video, I will be building a display for this figure, as well as one for Mr. Nerd's Tormentor figure. So for today, I kept the base nice and simple, as I applied the colour Astrogranite all over the base to finish off the figure. But if you want to see the display I'm going to build in the future, then subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on that. And that is it. That's my Emperor's Children Tormentor all finished. I hope you enjoyed this video. This has kind of made me decide that when Mr. Nerd and I move on to 40k in the future, I will likely end up choosing the Emperor's Children as my team. In the description you will find two links. The first to Mr. Nerd's channel, so if you enjoy MMOs and action RPGs, then might I recommend giving that a watch. And if you enjoy all things Lord of the Rings and fantasy, then might I recommend looking at my channel, where I cover all things like Tolkien, Game of Thrones, and of course Warhammer. So if that's more your cup of tea, then feel free to take a look at that also. Anyway, that'll be it from me today. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are in the world. And as always, peace out.